Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to this week's podcast. This is Celeste. I'm so excited for this week because we're about to end on Sunday. It's the end of the first month. So, what have you done? I know there's so many posts that like, do this, take action, this and this and this and this and this. So, I wanted to do a different type of podcast because maybe you are more like me. Maybe we took this first month to really figure out what we really wanted, where we're really headed, and what needs to change. So I am still at home. So I apologize if you guys can hear my daughter in the background. As you guys know, we're still in shutdown over here. So I'm trying my best. And we're going to talk about that. Trying your best today. It's enough for you and for everything else around you. So I see all this post about do more, do this, do that. And I'm just like, and I'm in the education space and being a hairstylist is always classes and all this stuff. And last year I made a promise to myself that I would only take one class this year. I still have not signed up for my one class for the year. And I knew something had to change. Something felt off. And it had nothing to do with what anybody had done to me or circumstances around me. Just something inside of me saying that something needs to change. And how can you change where you're not exactly sure what it is, right? So I took time against everybody's, who at least I follow, which I've been unfollowing a lot of people, and I recommend the same thing to you guys. If somebody's not bringing you value or is making you feel less worthy, you probably should unfollow them. That's not good for you. Or if you envy them, unfollow them. There shouldn't be a reason for envy. We're natural. We're human. Just unfollow them. You don't have to be envious of anybody. But I knew something had to change inside me, and maybe you feel the same way. So I didn't feel like I had to do a lot of action. I did like my last free master class for my Bombo salons, which is going to be available on my site. You guys can sign up and, get a free replay. But I really knew something had to change. I've taken so much education, and I feel like, for me personally, I feel like something has been really off. So I had to go back, and I'm like, why am I doing this? I had to go back to my why. So why are you doing your business? Like, who is it for and why? And after much thinking about it, I decided I was going to launch this program, right? And it was going to be a certain price and everything. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it lower than that. It's going to be on there. It's going to pretty much help people if they want like their mobile salon. And we're going to leave it at that. And I need to move on from it. And that's why it was my last master class in the mobile salon. I did balloons and the whole thing and confetti because, I'm home, so I had nothing better to do. But I really wanted to put a good, happy ending to it, and it felt so good. And today, when I was about to upload, the class and everything, it just felt so good that it was done. Like, I don't want to focus on that. That's not my primary focus. That's not, something I really want 100% on. And that's what I want to talk about with you today. Like, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to move on. So let's get started. Number one, go back to your why. Like, why are you doing this? Like, I went back to my why, and I was like, well, I want to help people. And I also need to, provide for my family. But there has to be like a happy medium where I feel like I'm giving so much more. And so I went back to a drawing board. I'm like, okay, so I made different ideas and different things I can do to give back more to my community. And you can do so the same. Like, most of the time when we feel out of alignment or like something is wrong, is because something needs to change within us. For me, I need to give way more to my community, give back. So that's one thing. Number two for me, excuse me, was I need to change. And by that, I mean, I don't need, my mobile salon is not my all be all and all. I did that for my clients. I did that because, excuse me, of everything that had happened. I wanted my own space, and it's going to be my own little sanctuary. It's going to be my office where I'll be recording from now on my episodes. So I can be in a space where it's quiet. And it's not the main thing I want to teach people. So I went ahead and I, did the class. I did the little program, the mini program, which is under, like $75. And I'm like, I called it a day. And I'm like, you know what? That's it. It's going out today. It's good. I'm teaching other people how to do other things that they want to learn from me. And I'm doing little mini things that are super impactful, powerful, and get you doing it. And then I'm moving on. And I think it's so important that you just allow yourself to grow and evolve. And number 3, we're not a machine of production. And I know you guys followed me for a while, a lot of you. And I do love my planner, okay? And I love to plan. And usually last year was goal setting and vision boards. But I learned something more important than vision boards. I learned something more important than just setting goals and having a list of things to do. Is that just envision or feel the feeling of getting to your end destination, whatever you want. So if you want 100 clients, for example, how will you feel when you have 100 clients? Start feeling that feeling of, whether it's abundance or happiness, whatever that brings you. I think you need to start embracing that and living through that so you can start inviting it into your life. And it's just how I work and just how things have worked out for me. And be open that things will come to you, the abundance or your blessings or whatever that you want in your life will be coming to you, but it may not come in the form that you thought. That has been one of the biggest lessons that I've been learning this past 2 weeks, is that blessings are coming in my way in different forms that I did not expect, and it's okay. Some blessings come super easy to me than I thought they would. Like I thought I would have to, sometimes we think, I need to work super hard and I have to make 20 sacrifices to make this happen. And that's not true. That is so not true. We are not products to just produce. We're not computers. We're not printers. We are humans. We deserve the time to just have a day off. We deserve the time to just be in our element and just rest. And this whole hustle mentality, I have done it. You guys know that. I was a hustler and I was nonstop and I made sacrifices along the way with my family, and I apologize for the background, you guys. But it did not lead me to joy. It led me to eventually burning out. It led me to also realizing after everything that happened last year, I think my daughter's fall really changed me, but knowing that you may lose a child, it just changes your perspective of what matters, and that you don't have to be like everybody else. You can follow your own journey. When something no longer feels right, you're allowed to move on. You don't have to make explanations. You can just say, it's there on my website. Everything you need is there on my website, and you can say no. You can put up your lines of boundaries, and that's okay. And I just wanted to say thank you for all of you who have been following my journey. Thank you for you who follow me as I innovate. And this is the year of innovation. Last year I started using that word to move me along, but I feel this year is really about innovation and joy. But most important, joy. What's going to bring joy in your life? What's going to bring joy in your business? If it doesn't, let it go. It'll be okay. I let go of so many things last year, and it feels good. And today I woke up and I wanted to do this podcast because it hit me like a slap in the face. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do. And teaching only about mobile salons is not what I want to do. There's more. There's a bigger purpose for me to help out people, and it has to do way more than that. Not everybody wants that, and that's totally cool. So I'm like, I feel there's a bigger purpose for me on this earth, and it has to do something with way more than beauty. So we'll see where that takes me. So don't feel like you have to produce this month. Don't feel like you have to have all your goals and everything set. just welcome the abundance, welcome your own wealth, your own meaning of success. We all have different meanings of wealth and success. Wealth and success is individual. My meaning may not be the same as yours, and that's the beauty of it. So welcome it, open the doors of whatever wealth, success, and joy means in your life, and be okay with it. You don't have to be doing what everybody's doing. I know, like, I sometimes you feel so off, like being on Clubhouse. I hear people, yeah, I've been on it for 24 hours, or I've been on Clubhouse for like the past 7 days, and I only slept like 4 hours, but it'll be worth it because you can get like over 500 followers, and this and that. And I'm just like, I just don't want to do that, because that's not in alignment of who I am. Even on Instagram and social media, it's a way of connecting and making connections with other people. It is not for my vanity and ego to grow by seeing my numbers and followers grow. It's more to share a little bit of joy, share a little bit of whatever I'm feeling, because I know other people can relate with it, and just be myself. So do what makes you happy. Go back and focus on why you're doing things. What does wealth, what does success, and what does joy look like for you in your life? And do that. That's what I realize, I think, the big message I'm getting across for 2021. Just find your own meaning of joy, wealth, and success, and go back to your why. And I'm sending you guys so much love. Have an amazing week, and we'll be back here next week. Bye.